There we go. Thank you.
Ready? All right, here we go. I'd like to call the meeting to order of the Ways and Means Committee on April 1st, 2021 at 5:22 p.m. Can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Brown,
Here, City of Muskegon.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Here.
Commissioner Hughes,
Here, Muskegon Township.
Commissioner Laring,
Here in Muskegon County Hall of Justice, where you all should be.
Commissioner Nash,
Here, City of Muskegon.
Commissioner Pago,
Here, Muskegon Hall of Justice.
Chairman Skolnick,
Here, City of Norton Shores.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Here at Muskegon County Justice.
Commissioner Sear,
Here, Twin Lake, Michigan. I'd like to have an approval of the minutes for March 23rd, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and support. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring.
Yep.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Pago,
Yes.
Chairman Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Sear,
Yes. Minutes are approved. Item 4 is public comment on an agenda item only at this time, please, on an agenda item only. Do we have any public comment? Anybody see anything out there? I can't see everybody, so I don't know.
I do not.
Okay. Having none, let's items for consideration. Let's go with WM 21/04-36, which is to approve payment of the accounts payable of $9,522,460.92, covering the period of March 5th, 2021 through March 18th, 2021 for checks and P-card and electronic funds transfers. Payments for the period covering February 1st through February 28th, 2021, as presented by the county clerk.
Support.
I have a motion and support for that item. Any questions, comments, or concerns on this item?
So moved. Oh, we already did that. Sorry.
Okay, no questions, comments, or concerns?
No.
All right, hearing none, I'd like to have a roll call vote, please, on this item.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring.
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Pago,
Yes.
Chairman Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Commissioner Sear,
Yes. That item passes. Next item, WM 21/04-37, to approve the continuation of the local surcharge rate of $2.75 from July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022, and to authorize Muskegon Central Dispatch to provide proper notification of this to the state 911 committee.
So moved.
Skolnick.
Support.
I have a motion in support on this item. Any questions, comments, or concerns on this item?
I have a comment.
Yes, Commissioner Laring.
Yeah, so thank you. I don't really appreciate this 911 millage being attached to my cell phone. In the first place, I thought it came before the county. Even though it passed, I thought it was not done correctly, the way it was promoted, and I will be a no on this. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, I'd like to have a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Laring,
No.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Pago,
Yes.
Commissioner Chairman Skolnick, I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Seer,
Yes. That item passes. Moving on to WM 21/04-38 is to authorize human resources to adopt the increase in the maximum employee contribution for the dependent care FSA from $5,000 to $10,500 for the calendar year 2021 as allowed by the American Rescue Plan Act. The maximum will revert back to $5,000 cap for calendar year 2022.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and support. Any questions, comments, or concerns on this item?
Yes. Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
Commissioner Hovey Wright.
What's the reason for this 1-year increase? I don't know if Kristen Wade is on the.
Director Wade.
Yes, Kristen Wade, Human Resources Director. So this is an modification to the flexible spending account rules as a result of the American Rescue Plan Act. So this just came out and allows for employees to increase their pledge for the dependent care flexible spending account. Currently, there's a $5,000 cap, annual cap, and this increases it to $10,500. So employees would be able to.
Why are we doing that just this 1 year?
That's all the American Rescue Act, that's all it allows for, is just for 2021.
Oh, because of the people have more money to. Never mind. Okay.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Pago,
Yes.
Chairman Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Commissioner
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
Yes.
Commissioner Seer,
Yes. That item passes. The next item is WM 21/04-39 to allow the County Information Technology Department to go out for a request for bids for up to 100 laptops and tablets pending future grant funding.
So moved.
Or
I have a motion and support. Any questions, comments, or concerns on this item?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Um,
Right, please.
Thank you. How many total computers is this part of a normal cycling out, and how old are the computers we're replacing?
Ivan, are you on the call at all or not?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to address that, please?
Certainly, yes, sir. Commissioner, this is a mix of both. Replacing some of the older laptops for some departments and new laptops for employees to work from home.
Okay, how many do we normally buy a year?
As a county, normally?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I would have to look that up to give you a precise answer.
Like a third or a tenth, or, it doesn't have to be precise. I was just curious.
Ballpark, I would say we typically would purchase anywhere between 20 and 30 laptops a year as a county.
So this is more because of working from home?
That and some of these, like for the prosecutor's office, some of them are quite old and need to be updated.
Okay.
Yes, the rest of them are to allow employees to work from home that can work from home.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Chair, can I have a comment?
Yes, Commissioner Laring.
So this unfortunately brings back an old point. We've got work share programs, employees working from home, emergency COVID orders, and now free money for everybody, grants. We need to get the employees back in the county building, going back to working, spending money foolishly just because it's free grant money. Grants, free money from the federal government is free. It's still taxpayer dollars. We need to get back to work at our workstations and doing our job, spending money foolishly.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns? I would comment that I did have a conversation with somebody in the prosecutor's office, and they did indicate that their laptops are pretty old. They don't even have cameras in them, I guess, from what I understand. So that need I can see and understand. I don't know if I'm really on board with all of the other ones. I mean, where we need to replace laptops and equipment where it's getting old and there's been changes, and let's update the technology, that's fine. But I'm not really agreeing with buying laptops to send home with people either.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Commissioner Pagel.
can we amend the motion to allow for the needed laptops for, I think you said it was the prosecutor's office, is that correct?
Correct.
Let's amend, I make a motion, can I make a motion to amend this motion to allow the prosecutor's office need be fulfilled, but omit the extra?
Second.
You have a motion and a second.
Motion and a second on that. Any questions, comments, or concerns on the amendment?
I have a question on that.
Yes, Commissioner Hughes.
I am assuming that the courts and the public defender's office is in the same situation. We just didn't mention them. Is there some reason we don't want to get them the needed equipment to run their offices?
Okay, I would say, I understand your concern, and I would say what I would like to see happen is for us to go to the actual people that already are using this equipment, whether it be the prosecutor or the prosecutor or the public defender's office, or wherever it might be, where they've got equipment in the county they're using right now. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's 20 or 30 or 40. And we should probably look at that and just, okay, let's replace what we have to replace and not just buy a bunch of extras so we can shoot them out to folks. I don't know how to get that done, but that's my opinion on that.
Will that be something we would leave up to information technology? And they would assess that?
No, that'd be each department.
Well, somebody would have to do an assessment.
Okay, thank you.
We do have a amendment to the motion on the floor.
Can you restate the amendment, please?
Chair, this is Director Phillips. May I please have a comment to that
Go-
before you do
go
that,
ahead.
please?
Go ahead.
If it's under 50,000, we don't have to go out for bid at all, period.
If it's what now? I'm sorry.
I believe if it's under $50,000, we don't have to go out for bid. We can just get quotes.
Mr. Chair, so I have a comment back to Ivan, or a question for Ivan. So does that eliminate the grant opportunity?
It does not eliminate the grant opportunity to my knowledge. I'm not sure if there are grants, Commissioner. I was told that there were, but after investigating this a little bit with the help of the administrator, I don't believe that there are grants available for this.
Thank you.
That's why I amended my motion to read as such.
Okay, I guess I'm not sure where to go with this.
So
Well, we have to vote on the amendment.
All right, let's do that. Let's vote on the amendment unless there's any more questions, comments, or concerns.
Can we restate the amendment, please?
Yes, can I ask a question about that?
Yes, Commissioner Pagel, please.
Right now, which ones need to be replaced, not new ones? Do we have that number somewhere?
Only the prosecutors. I have an idea of what the prosecutors are on 15 computers, I believe. Is what
Well, I would keep the line. Would he happen to know?
I do not, Commissioner. I do not know which ones need to be replaced and which ones are new. I can find that out certainly.
Where's the number 100 come from then? If we don't know the difference of each.
The numbers came from the individual departments and what they wanted in laptops, not which ones were being replaced specifically.
So that's not determined specifically which ones are to replace old non-functioning to brand new ones?
That is correct, Commissioner.
See, we don't have enough information here.
No, I think we need to table this.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I move to
Table it with amendments
we
on
need
the
more
floor or
information.
not.
Excuse me, may
Go
I
ahead, Commissioner Pagel, please.
retract from the amendment and change it to table the motion till we have further information?
I would second that, yes.
Yeah. I would support that.
So I seconded Melinda's motion. I will agree to the amendment, the table.
Okay, do we have to vote on that then to table then? All right, let's have a roll call vote, please.
Commissioners, for a motion to table, we do need a date certain. So
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
30 days,
Um,
30 days.
Come back to this committee, yeah, in 30 days, I guess.
I have no idea how long it takes to do the research and find out what we really need. So
it would
let's
be May 4th.
say 30 days. Let's do that.
So
Thank
it'd
you.
be Ways and Means on May 4th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Wilkins, to
Yes.
table the motion. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes,
Commissioner Laring,
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Pego,
Yes.
Chairman Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Seer.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, so that motion to table passes. The next item is unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business? Hearing none, is there any new business? Any new business? Hearing none, is there any public comment?
I was trying to make a motion.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Commissioner Pego. Go ahead.
Sure what committee this would fall under, but I'd like to make a motion to remove District 5, 7, 8, and 9 from Muskegon County and pursue legal counsel to become our own county with independent government from Muskegon County. Can I get a second?
Second.
Could you say that again, please?
Yeah, I don't have any idea where you're going
I'd like
with
to
this.
make a motion to remove Districts 5, 7, 8, and 9 from Muskegon County and pursue legal counsel to become our own county with independent governance, not included with Muskegon County currently.
Holy shit.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
this meeting just gets curiouser and curiouser. So the proposal is to remove 5 commission districts from
Four.
4 commission districts from Muskegon County and form another county? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Well, that's cool. I never heard of that before. Okay.
How do you think we all got here?
I have a question
I
on
have
that.
no
I have a
idea.
question.
Okay, Susie Hughes, Commissioner Hughes, please.
Yeah, I do have a question. Did this come from the municipalities in that or just a random commissioner?
This is from me as Commissioner Pego.
Well, have you talked to your county, the municipalities that you are supposed to be representing to see if they're even interested in something like this?
To pursue legal counsel to become. I didn't say we can do it right now. I want to pursue legal counsel.
I just asked if you'd ever contacted them about their wishes on this.
Not yet.
Okay, thank you.
Any other, yes, Chair
Yeah.
Skolnick.
Thank you, Mr. Seer. I don't know where this is going, but if this, I would object to even 1 penny being spent on legal fees for this. If you'd like to do it, and if you think you can get that done somehow, do it, but you figure out how to pay for it. I don't think this county should pay for it.
I
Right.
agree. The municipalities, I think, should pay for that. If they're interested.
If they want it.
Yeah.
We don't even, he doesn't even know if they do.
Any more discussion on this item?
But Mr. Chair, I have an even better idea.
Okay,
Maybe they should attempt
hear
to
it.
start a new country. Then they wouldn't have to follow any rules. They could make every rule themselves.
Yeah,
That's a good
like a
idea.
new state.
Yeah.
Great idea. Marcia. Governor.
Amen to that.
Any other comments? Okay, so what's on the floor here? I have no idea.
We have, go ahead, there were 3, now I see 2.
Did that motion have a second?
Yes,
Yes.
it did.
We have to
Yeah.
vote on
Okay.
the motion. I'd like to hear what kind of motion this is again, please.
You want me to repeat it again?
Oh, yeah.
And tell us which commissioners we're talking about in these 4 districts.
A motion to remove District 5, that would be Commissioner District of Commissioner Zach Larry. Commissioner 7 is Commissioner Pego's district, Commissioner 8 is Doug Brown's district, and Commissioner 9 is Kim Sears' district. Basically, the northern districts and the eastern districts east of 31. Remove those districts from Muskegon County and pursue legal counsel to become our own county with independent government from Muskegon County.
Yes, I would like to know who's chairing this.
Sharing what?
Mr. Steer, yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry,
Chair
Marcia.
what? Yeah, okay. I would like to know if Mr. Steer and Mr. Brown are in agreement with this.
Well, we'll find out when we vote.
You didn't consult with them?
Nope.
Madam Chair, I have a question.
Oh, yes, go ahead, Rothstein, please.
Okay, are you talking about cents that are in the cities, 7, 8, and 9?
Every municipality in those districts.
Yeah. Then you're talking about precincts in my district.
Nope.
You said 7, 8.
5, 7, 8, and 9. It's basically everything east of 31 and north of Apple Avenue, basically.
Because I've got some scattered ones.
It's just District 5, 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
I think you and I, Realstein, have some weird division lines.
Yes, okay.
Details can be worked out later. That's why we would have to, have legal counsel.
Okay.
I guess I would like to ask Commissioner Sears, could
yes,
I
please.
comment, please? I'm sorry. I guess I would like to ask corporate counsel if this is even something that the county would be able to pay for.
I was waiting for someone to ask for my opinion.
Would you, I'd like your opinion
Yeah.
and about whatever you want to tell us, please.
Sure, I didn't have any heads up on this issue being raised, of course, so this is sort of off the cuff. My understanding of the Michigan Constitution is that if a county is going to be reduced to a size where there's fewer than, if it's going to have fewer than 16 townships, that it has to be approved by a majority of the electors voting in the entire county. In terms of what the process is, I haven't had an opportunity to look at what that process is. My initial reaction is that if there are districts or municipalities that want to pursue that they would have to pay their own legal fees to do that. But again, this is sort of off the cuff.
Okay, any other comments?
I just have to say, I mean, this is the most ridiculous thing I have heard since I've been on this council. And
We're keeping it interesting, that's for sure.
all I'm saying.
Okay,
I don't
anybody
think
else?
he recognizes what this would do to almost every system we have. I mean, it's, well, I will say nothing more.
Anybody else? All right, I guess we vote.
Commissioner Pego,
Yes.
Chairman Skolnick,
Absolutely no.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Pass.
Commissioner Brown,
Oh.
Commissioner Javi Wright,
No,
Commissioner Hughes,
No,
Commissioner Laring,
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
No.
Commissioner Steer,
No.
Commissioner Wilkins.
No.
That's 7 no, 2 yes.
7 no, 2 yes. Okay, let's move on then. Any other new business? Hearing none, let's go on to public comment, please. I see Jason Hall with his hand up. Jason.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you. The comments in the last 5 minutes have shown, I don't know if it's just the uneducation of sitting boards to actually laugh at whether or not a township can secede from a county. You might want to do a little research on Michigan. Absolutely, totally legal. Have to have the votes within the county commissioner board to do it, but to laugh. But not only that, you have this commission who just said, hey, you want to be your own state? Go ahead and do it. Go after it with your permission. You didn't do a vote on it, but this is all recorded. The division, because one group has one more vote. Well, yeah, you got one more vote. You got Bob on the left. I don't know why he's even running as a Republican. That's the biggest laugh out of all this. You guys can do what you want. Somebody asked why something doubled the cost this year. It's called deflation. Everything's going to double in price if you haven't already noticed. The United States just hit 150% of its spending over GDP. Do a little math here, people. And then we have 100 computers that want to be replaced, but nobody knew how many were old or bad. I'll tell you how many they have. They got 100. I mean, you don't want townships to step out, because then you will have to actually pay for your own services. You won't be able to charge and steal from the people through taxes if you don't even use your services. So I guess the slaves really don't know they're slaves if they don't know where the fence lines are. They never leave the plantation. I guess you don't know you're a slave. But I know my piggy bank is smaller than it was a year ago. I've worked every day. You do the federal work program. I don't know how that isn't unemployment fraud. If I tried doing that, I'd probably go to jail. I definitely.
Thank you, Jason. We appreciate your comment. Tammy Jager.
Jager.
Sorry, Tammy. Tammy Jager.
Hello?
Oh, it's not her again. It's the boss.
It's me. Hey, hey, I want to just tell Miss Pago that is the greatest idea. For years, I have been telling the Holton Township residents, we would be so much better off in Newaygo. We're a farming community, and and they're a farming community. We shop in Newaygo. We go to the hospitals in Newaygo. Our people work in Newaygo. So the thing is our roads are junk. The county commissioner won't work, the road commission doesn't work on them. We have zero services out here. Nobody in that county cares about us. So this is fantastic. I would do this in the heartbeat. I have been telling the residents, the only reason that I haven't ever put it on the agenda is because we would still have to pay your debt. It would not get us out of the debt that we're already in. You guys have created so much debt down there in that city that we suffer for it. We want out. I'm with you in this. So thank you very much, Melinda. I appreciate the good thought.
Thank you, Mr. Jager. Looking now at phone number 616-540-3038. You're up. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Brenda. Hi, this is Brenda Wood again.
Okay.
I just wanted to reiterate and bring up with what you're voting on or talking about now is I'm getting a lot of feedback from other commissioners, people speaking out the room like ridiculous. Just because we don't agree doesn't mean you're right. And that's what this is all about. If you don't agree, doesn't mean you're right or someone else. We have the First Amendment, our freedom of speech, our freedom of religion and assembly, and the public servants answer to us. So when we're looking at these public servants, such as Melinda, she is answering for us. She is our voice because you guys aren't listening to us. You're going off the media instead of doing your facts. We work in this field. We study this field. If you guys want experts calling in, an expert is someone with 10,000 or more hours in the field. I don't think any of you guys are experts on the math or the freedom of speech or anything else, unless you have 10,000 or more hours. But I just want to say, as public servants, you are really violating the public trust by the ignorance of not putting in your research on everything that's going on. And Melinda is standing up for her community and the people in her community. And I applaud her because she has no money following her. She has nothing in her pocket to gain. She has everything to lose. And she is a fighter, and she's a true American like the founding fathers. And I hear Zach behind her too. God bless America. And we need a moral compass back in this world. And it's really sickening to hear the comments just because you don't agree on the persnickety. Do your homework. It's all there. That's all I ask. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You have one more, two more now. Michael?
Thank you. Commissioner, I hope you're right. If you have a problem with me in these comments behind you're making, just call me on the phone. I can talk like an adult. But your snide remarks are very unprofessional. It does reflect your political ideology in worship of socialism. But anyway, you know, when we wanted to break free from England, the king laughed. When West Virginia wanted to break free from Virginia, they also laughed. I don't see why you wouldn't support this. For some of the commissioners, you could have your utopia: failing schools, big government, unlimited taxes. I mean, a continuation rather than panhandle and mooch off a majority of people who are showing financial responsibility in those districts. Plus, you have all this free money. You can start your own little branch of government. With that said, Kim, I think you chaired a great meeting. I've enjoyed this. I'm going to steal some of your views for our own meetings, or steal the way you do operate.
Next is Ann.
Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I would just like to commend Brenda Wood for her comments today. Most sincerely, thank you. I've heard two commissioners swearing. One used JC just a few minutes ago. I think I know who that was. And a little while ago, another one used the, how can I say it? Not poop, but something else. Don't appreciate that. Don't appreciate your laughing at commissioners for different ideas, even if you don't agree with them. I don't know where this is going to go with different counties different districts breaking off. But you know what? He who laughs last. So be careful. Respect one another. You're always talking about respect. Marcia Hovey-Wright has not shown respect in this meeting at all today. That was horrible. And she won't be taken to task.
No.
You know, because she's on that side. But anybody else says anything or posts anything, oh, watch out. So I'm just telling you, you better get your acts together and start acting like decent, moral human beings, and you know who I'm talking to. Bob Scully, I'm very disappointed in you today, especially after our conversation this morning. Marcia Hovey-Wright, I'm ashamed that you're my commissioner. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you, Mrs. Derwin.
We begin tonight with the local
Bobby Alred.
in Muskegon County. A pandemic order to allow virtual meetings in Michigan expires.
Right, hang on. Who's talking?
Muskegon County.
Bobby.
Oh, I'm
Hi
sorry.
there.
Bobby.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, sort of.
With the rise of COVID-19 cases.
Can you hear me now?
Something, Bobby.
I mean declaring.
I'm just trying to work out the technology here. I caught on this meeting just a few minutes ago. Someone had given me information that the meeting was going. I wasn't even really sure what was going on. But I just heard Melinda give this motion to have these districts separate from the county. And when I've been watching the meetings, I see that there is such a division between these counties and the interior of Muskegon and Muskegon Heights. And it seems like there is a differencing of opinions and they're not going to be met. So wouldn't it be beneficial for the two groups to separate? Because Melinda and Zach are really representing the people that put them in place. And so they're just trying to vote with the way that the people that put them there. So I wish that you would consider that. I wish that you would consider that possibility, because they're just voting the way their constituents want them to. They're being the representative that they should be. And I do appreciate your respect. I appreciate when commissioners will actually listen to these people that are making these comments instead of rolling their eyes or swearing or thinking that they have the upper hand. When it comes to the vaccine and to the COVID virus, we should have been at herd immunity. The numbers are down. There's so many vaccines that are out there. I don't understand why we have to continue in a state of emergency. I don't understand why we have to continue with these masks. If we're in such low cases, it doesn't make any sense to me. And there is no reasoning with this. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And I would appreciate it if you would respect their representation of the people that they are there for.
Howard, thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. Any other comments? Any other public comments at all? Do you see anybody out there, Mr. Eisenbarth?
No, I do not. I mean, I do see lots of people, but no comments.
Okay, yeah, I do too. Okay, final board comments. Any final board comments at this time?
I have a comment, if I may.
Yes, Commissioner Laring, go ahead, please.
So this might be interesting to a lot. I think the idea of coming back into the boardroom or doing these things remotely, the commissioners that don't particularly like public comment, this seems to make it pretty easy for public to do it this way. So you could vacate your executive order, Bob, and we could come back to public meetings and eliminate a lot of your calls, because they're probably not going to make the effort to come into the boardroom and gouge you with your finger. So this is what you chose to do, and I guess this is the direction we're headed, to violate the Open Meeting Act, and we get more public comment. So I'm starting to kind of like the idea. We could go to a hybrid and continue this on indefinitely, which I hope we do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Laring. Anybody else have a board comment? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, hearing none, I move that we adjourn. Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, aye, aye. Thank you very much. Been exciting.